So notice how Paul is going to make this radical shift to the present. So this is Romans chapter 3, verse 21. But now, apart from the law, the righteousness of God has been manifested, being witnessed by the law and the prophets, even the righteousness of God through the faithfulness of Jesus Christ for all those who believe. For there is no distinction. Romans 3, 21 through 22. Okay, so the logic here is that, as we've already seen, God is a faithful God. He has chosen the children of Israel to be the agents of his renewal of creation, God's righteousness, his faithful covenant justice, but they've proven to be unfaithful. So if God has made this promise, what does he need? He needs a faithful Israelite. He needs a faithful Jew. Well, who is that? Well, of course, Jesus the Christ, who is the Jewish Messiah, the king who represents his people. He is the one person who is faithful. He is the person who, as we can see here in this translation, through the faithfulness of Jesus Christ, God's righteousness has been revealed and manifested. Okay? And we can see in the second part of 3 verse 22 is that this is for all of those who believe. Okay? Now, there are some translations, some English translations, that will say this is through faith in Jesus Christ for all those who believe. And again, that double reference there, at least translating it that way, as in we believers have faith in Jesus Christ, and this is for all of those who believe, namely us who are believing in Jesus Christ. That's redundant. Why would Paul have to say the same thing twice right there? It makes better sense, and it removes the redundancy, and it interprets this in its context, where Paul is asking the question about the faithlessness of Jewish people, to point out that Jesus, the Jewish Messiah, is the one who was faithful to God, who was the person who brought God's light and the blessing of Abraham to all the nations with his faithful life and his death on the cross. Now, what's interesting is that the Greek in this phrase is via pisteos Jesu Christou, through the faith of Jesus Christ. We have the noun in the genitive case, and then we have Jesus Christ. Also in the genitive, it's the faith of Jesus Christ, not faith in Jesus Christ, not with the dative. This is the genitive, the faith of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ's own faith, Jesus' faithfulness to God. And this is the very same Greek phrase, word for word, letter for letter, that we saw in Galatians chapter 2, verse 16. That's interesting.